Hello, everyone. It is Dr. Tanya Lambert here, and today I have a very important topic to present to you all. And basically, it's a part of a two-part series called Seek Ye First, Time to Prepare. So, for some of you, you may have noticed in some of your supermarkets that the shelves have been fairly bare, especially if you're looking at the canned bean section or even the meat section. And certainly that is no coincidence. Since the start of the C-19 pandemic, we've seen massive food shortages. And certainly there are many news sources that have talked about it. There was actually an article that was recently written in Business Insider in October of 2021, and they pretty much described that that the food shortages that began in 2020 have even continued into 2021. And there are a number of reasons for that. So number one, there's been a shortage in the number of available truck drivers to actually transport food across the United States. In fact, many individuals who actually drive trucks have retired early. Another issue is also the decrease in supplies to package and ship food. And even more alarming is that many of the larger grocery store chains like Kroger's have actually been paying farmers less money for meat products and even selling the meat products at higher prices. So as a result, farmers are not really willing to sell their meat products to the grocery stores because they're just not going to make enough money from it. This could possibly be, as far as the meat situation is concerned, it could possibly be a good thing and drive us to eat a mostly plant-based diet. After all, fruits and vegetables are more beneficial to your health and immune system than eating meat products. However, overall, it just shows that our economy is declining. And in an article that was written in NASDAQ, an online business magazine, it was described that while there may be some hope that we may see a turnaround in the food shortages, they don't expect us to return to full normalcy in 2022. Now, this isn't to alarm you or to scare you, but ultimately to encourage you to prepare. We are seeing changes in our economy. There is a food shortage, but the beautiful thing about it is that these events were actually prophesied in the Bible, right? So there's actually a Bible verse that I would like to read, and it's Matthew 24, verse 7. And Jesus said, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." So even Jesus said there will be famines. Now here's the situation with this. The reason why I'm bringing up this topic on my page is because, number one, in order for you to have good health, you need to have access to high quality nutrition. So if you're seeing a food shortage, wouldn't it be wise to consider preparing, right? Actually putting up some food just in case you actually see a severe shortage in which you don't have access to good nutrition. One of the things that I noticed, especially as a doctor in the beginning of the pandemic, is that many people went straight for the chip and candy aisle and literally left it empty, but the fruit and veggie aisle were well stocked, which didn't make any sense because scientifically we know that processed sugars actually depress the immune system and increases one's risk for infectious disease like C-19. And of course, eating foods like that does not help with the obesity epidemic that we have in this country, another number one risk factor for C-19. So during this time, I really encourage you all to consider stocking up on healthy foods, fruits and vegetables, not gum, chips, candy, and soda pop, and also learn skills in how to store food. So that includes canning, right? Canning is not just simply, canning can be an excellent industry. If you learn how to can food well, there are people that are willing to pay for well-canned food. And I'm not talking about the stuff in the aluminum cans, but in the mason jars. If you know how to do that right, you can actually eat healthfully for days. Also consider stocking up on water. Water is an excellent hydrating substance, better than coffee. Certainly don't drink coffee. Better than soda and even juice. Other things that you want to consider doing is find like-minded people that can help you to stock up, whether that's family, friends, or even neighbors. It is so important that we recognize that we are in challenging times and that the coming of the Lord is soon. So the issue here is when we are aware of what God is telling us, we can protect ourselves and our loved ones and be in good health. So the final thing I want to leave with you all is a verse from Hosea chapter 4, verse 6, and it says, "My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge because they have rejected knowledge," which simply means this. There are many people that have been telling us about these shortages, right? And many people are just not paying attention, maybe because, they want to go back to normal, and that's fine. No one wants to be in this pandemic, but at the end of the day, when the Lord has given us straightforward information and we're seeing these things actually take place, it's actually beneficial to us to take heed, because when we are prepared, it actually allows you to it actually reduces your stress levels. When you have healthy food to eat, your body and your mind and your spirit is better nourished. But most importantly, I encourage you to get into the Word. Know Jesus Christ for yourself, because He is the number one Savior and the number one healer. While, we have doctors, well, I'm talking about good doctors now, that actually do care about your health and actually want you to get well and to help you maintain optimal health, there is no greater physician or healer than Jesus Christ. So basically the summary of this video is this. Good nutrition is essential to good health. Now that we're seeing all these shortages, be wise, prepare, right? Stock up on healthy foods, learn how to can. Find neighbors that can help you, or good friends that are aware of what's going on that can help you to stock up. Because when you have healthy food, your mind and your body are in better health and you function better. Plus, especially given that we're going through a pandemic, you don't want to be dealing with any nutritional deficiencies, because that can only increase your risk of infectious disease. So that's all I want to leave with you all. Be well, stay encouraged, and also consider this verse, Isaiah 26, verse 3, which says that thou, referring to God, will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee because he trusteth in thee, which simply means that if we look to the Lord and we keep our mind fixed on him, he will keep us in perfect peace. So don't worry about what tomorrow is going to bring. Look to the Lord, trust in him. He will direct your paths and he will keep you in good health. God bless y'all.